It takes a village to raise a child. Greetings. I hope you're well. Hope you're good. Welcome to episode 19 of The Village Show with me, Chuck the Sound Sangoma. Hope you guys are doing well. I hope you guys are well. Season greetings to the festive seasons. I hope you guys are staying cool, staying fresh. On today's episode, I have a very jam-packed show for you. On our video appreciation, we have Blood Bonds and Chappy Goodtimes. That's our music video that we're going to be appreciating today. And then on the music appreciation, we have Wholesome and Zen and Pandizio. You know, they're going to giving us some tunes that we're going to be appreciating. On our topic of the week, we're going to be talking about the festive fever, or the holiday season, the holiday fever. That's what we're going to be talking about. On our Kasi Superhero, we have Mrs. Bonang Mateba. Ms. Bonang Mateba is a well-respected female entrepreneur in SA. On What's the Hustle, I forgot what we're going to be doing. What's the Hustle? We're going to be talking about Chillas. As a business, a place where people can come and chill. Again, just carrying on the theme of last week where we talked a little bit about car washes. And then on our trailer watch, we're gonna watch a trailer. It's an old movie, but I feel like if you haven't watched it, you need to watch it again. The movie is called Hard to Get. Without me speaking a lot, let's get into the show. Like I said, the music video that we're going to be appreciating today is Blood Bonds and Chappy Goodtimes with a song called Last Dance. Let's go.
Yeah, get trigger on the phone.
Jump right into this beat, I just go right in. Thinking that you poppin', my boy, you playing and sinking in. You still in the north, my nigga, you never win. All of this shit is sounding too basic, never fitting in. Leaving the music, just go self-confused. Breaking the rules of this rapping shit, I don't think I'm a guy like I'm yay, bitch. It's understood, these hard knuckle niggas steady wildin', wishing they never could. Just be like me, burning on 100 degrees. Don't ever use no comparison, never match up with me. It's like Brock Lesnar fighting the stereo back in the ring. That shit never fit, that's why we gonna go let it sit. Get your ass right, what you say? Don't be so nice, what's you so tight? What you say? I be alright. Get your ass right, what you say? Don't be so nice, what's you so tight? What you say? I be alright.
Hey, try not to be dog tonight, dog. For one time, come out ready to play. You know what I mean? You got to play hard tonight, and we win. You don't have to hear me no more, ever again. I'm going to drop one of these, y'all. Shit. How I play? If I ever see you again, I'm going to whip your ass.
Never call it quits, never give up, not even once. Who you thought I is? I eat beef for dinner and lunch. She demanding dick from a nigga like it's a must. She just wanna pull up, be freaky until I bust. She had a bunch of her homies come to the crib looking lonely, and now we all got a story to tell at lunch. We in the booth with the 40, we sip it slow, then record it, then jump back into the foreign and hit the dust. Focus, I'm steady looking for cheese. I want me up a fatty, your grass ain't even this green. She see me looking saucy when she watch the TV screen. I'm impeccable, a force to be reckoned with so much ease. I mean, please, what you mean? I'm the hottest out on the streets. I told them, fuck the flowers, give me all the fucking G's. Ducking all the hands, so I gave them all the defeat. I'm a G, fuck the model, been pimpin' since 63.
Dope music video right there. Blood Bonds, Chappy Goodtimes, Last Dance, a dope music video. I like the simplicity, keeping it raw, keeping it hip hop. These two guys right here, I watched their performance a few weeks back. Very energetic. So I felt like I just needed to appreciate some of their music, and I found the music video which was released in 2022, May 13. Please make sure that you go and engage with Chappy Goodtimes music and Black Band's music. Make sure that you subscribe to their YouTube page. Make sure that you follow them on Instagram and all the social media platform. Cool. As I said in the beginning of the show, today we're going to be talking about the festive fever, the holiday season, just appreciating and what is the holiday season and what is my take on the holiday season. I had somebody who was asking me, do you celebrate, Christmas? Do you celebrate New Year's? As they had me in the previous episode talking about African New Year. So yes, I do, celebrate the holidays. I feel like as it is right now, the holidays is something that we can't, shy away from, as this is the time when a lot of people get time to spend time with their family. For me, the biggest thing is that just spending a lot of time with family, my nieces, my sisters, my mom, my brothers-in-law, just, getting together and actually finding out how was the year for each and everyone. And what is the plan for the new year, So this is the time where, I spend a lot of time with my family. I kind of like work a little bit, but I balance my work with family. As you know, us as entertainers, us as people who create content, us as people who entertain, when people are resting, that's when we entertain. So there's a little bit of work that we have to do. Of course, I dedicate some time on the side to make sure that I spend enough time with my family, as most of the time, most of us are working and we're in different places. And when December comes through or when the festive season comes through, all of us can get some time away from our work, just to touch down, and feel the love from our family and all of that, As much as it's a holiday and everything, a lot of people tend to look forward to this. People work sometimes their whole year just looking forward to December and having fun for this. For me, if you're looking at it that way, I feel like we need to get to a point where we can actually live the same way we live in December throughout the whole year. Of course, it's a little bit special week because we have all of these holidays and we get to rest. But the most important thing for me there is just to make sure that, we understand that it's just another month, because at the end of the day, people do celebrate, but when January comes through, people are starting afresh, and people have, spent a lot of money that they shouldn't have spent, because time keeps on going, it's not going to stop for everybody, so we just need to be careful when it comes to that. It's another 4 weeks, it's another, days that we have to live through. And after that, there's going to be more days, which means we need to prepare even for that. And I'm not saying that people mustn't have fun. People should have fun, but should have fun responsible, thinking about what's going to be coming tomorrow. You check what I mean? As for the youth and everybody else, again, this is the time for you guys to rest. This is the time for us to come together. This is the time for, communities to come together and actually talk about what are some of the achievements that we have achieved as communities, what are some of the achievements that we have achieved as families, as friends, and all of those things. So this is a good time for people just to come together. Again, there's a lot of ill things that happen during these times. Kids not sleeping at home, the abuse of alcohol, the abuse of drugs, the car accidents that happen in the road. If we can eliminate and minimize a lot of all of those bad things, we can really, really enjoy our festive seasons, in the roads. If people can be observant and not only just drive for you, drive for everybody else who's in the road, arrive alive, as they always say, it has being late, rather being late than not being there at all. You check what I mean? So when we drive this, holiday season, if you have, had a couple of drinks and you feel like you can drive, please make sure that you get somebody who can drive, that that is fit to drive, who's not drunk. Let's not force these things and not see 2023. We've gone this far so that we can be able to just elevate again next year, not to lose it all in just a month because we want to celebrate. We can celebrate responsibly and be able to enjoy ourselves. We don't have to do it in the extremes. Again, to the young ones, this is not the time to lose yourself, only to regret yourself. Of course, you go and enjoy yourself. Make sure that when you enjoy yourself, you enjoy responsibly, and remember that you still have another year to live through and other more years to live through, so that we don't jeopardize it by just this, excitement that we have for the couple of months. This is a beautiful season. This is a season for people to forgive. This is a season for people to reflect. look at the year and see what they have achieved in the whole year. Make sure that they look at themselves and what they want to change, as much as, when New Year's comes around, people will have different resolution, whether we follow them, whether we don't, that's another different story. But it's a good thing for us to always have ambitions and goals that we want to actually achieve. In terms of people buying things, don't buy things that you don't really need. Don't really go and actually overspend on things that you don't need, and you only find out later that you don't really need those things. Make sure that you work within your budget. You can be happy with that small budget that you have, as long as you have the needs that you have. The most important thing is just sharing love with the people around us, making sure that the people around us are feeling the love that we're feeling. We're enjoying every moment with everybody that we're feeling. This is the time when most families will have family gatherings for people to actually see each other, some weddings, some type of events, to make sure that the families come together again. With those, let's treat each other with respect. Let's make sure that we love each other. Let's make sure that we're truthful to each other. Let's make sure that we engage each other in very, very positive conversations and encouragements. Let's help each other where we can, and if you have more than what other people have, if you be able to give, this is the time where you can actually go give. If it's groceries that you can give away, some charity, if it's cool clothes, whatever you feel like it's good to give, this is a good time to just make another person day. Of course, we live in a world where not everybody has what they need. We live in a world where we're not all in the same kind of level. So for those who are at a higher level than the others and the others, it will be good sometimes to always give back. Just like I said, most of the time in December, I find time to actually help families that are disadvantaged, families that might not have what other families have. For example, I might buy groceries, I might buy some clothes for some kids in the hood. I might do some things for some old people in the hood. But again, it's just the spirit of giving and just giving thanks to everything that we've been given. And just appreciating the fact that we live through the whole year, working and keeping it down. And God has blessed us to find ourselves here. Without having me to speak a lot again, I didn't want to have a rant or anything. I just wanted to wish you guys a very, very, very Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year, festive season. Hoping you guys are going to be well rested this December. Hoping you guys are going to be meeting with your family, having a good time. And again, hoping to see you guys again in January. Just making sure that everything that you do responsibly, and make sure that you have the outermost fun. From me and the Village Show and all of you guys who have been subscribing and commenting, I wish you a very, very happy festive season. Along with the show on some music, I have a song by Wholesome Man Zen and Pandesio, Initeka. This is a song that I found from a student of mine, who sent me the song. It's a very, very dope song. There's not a lot for me to say about it. Let me just play the song and you guys can feel the
my slay queen, so she no money. Do any boys, she no money. Daddy boys, we up to me at 30. After that, it is it on it. In a move, catch a cat to just scale it. Two cup on bada to escalate. Tulamo, in, swega, clean. What was a more lock shin. Private six, somebody no man in. Tulamo, in, swega, clean. What was a more lock shin. Private six, somebody no man in.
That's Wholesome and Zen and Pandesio, Inuteka featuring Slay J and Carly I. Very, very dope song right there. You know, I hope you guys are gonna go and engage with the music again. You know, songs for the festive season, those songs that you need to have in your playlist. Give thanks to Pandesio and Wholesome and Zen there for such a dope song. Please make sure that you go and engage them on their YouTube pages, on their Facebook and their Instagram. Make sure that you engage with all their music. On what's the hustle? Today, again, on the theme of the festive season, you know, we're going to be talking about a Chillas. A Chillas basically is a place where people can come and chill. Most of the time, they can come and buy some meat, have some drinks, and just chill and some music. You know, basically, it's a place where people come together. Most of the time, these people are not really official taverns or official lounges, but basically, you know, it can be, you know, on the theme we were talking about last week about car washes, it can be an extension of a car wash. You know, it can be a car wash where people can actually be able to buy drinks and actually buy some some food, and there's some music. So we call this places Chillas because most of the time is the last place we're thinking about just in December. Waking up on a Sunday, it was a rough Saturday. You just want a place where you can go chill with the homies, talk about what happened last night. We might do it again there, It's a Chillas place. Chillas places can be very, very lucrative if they're set up right, because they can encompass a lot of businesses in one. Like I said, it can be a car wash, you can be selling some food, people can be buying their own meat, there can be some drinks being sold there, there can be some music, sometimes there can be a big screen, for example, like the World Cup is happening now, there can be a big screen where sports is actually being showcased, or some things is being showcased on the screen. A very, very good place to chill. All you need is a couple of chairs. If you're buying some meat, some bright stands, making sure that you always have wood, making sure that you have seats for people to sit in. If it's a car wash, for people to actually be able to wash their cars. But Chillas can make a lot of money, because again, in December, a lot of people are coming from different places at work. We just want a place where we can actually go and chill with our homies, go and chill with our friends, and actually touch base with our friends. And these unofficial places that we find in street corners, these unofficial places that we find in some of the places that you wouldn't even think, but they're very, very fun. Chillas, might be a stepping stone for you owning, like, for example, a lounge, a tavern or something greater than that, but a Chillas can be a starting point. So yes, if you're thinking about creating a business or a business that can be lucrative in times like this, a Chillas is one of those businesses. If you encompass it again with a car wash, and have some drinks, maybe even a swimming pool there. There's a lot of things that you can add as they grow, as you're scaling the business up, to make sure that your Chillas is one of those that people come and actually chill most of the time. That's what's the hustle right there. On our Kasi superhero. I'm excited for this one. She's always been a hero for me. She's always been a queen for a lot of people in South Africa. She's always been that person that a lot of young girls, even young boys, look up to in terms of her hustle, in terms of how she moves around, in terms of how she achieves, her things, starting out from being a TV presenter, award-winning presenter, to being a radio personality, to being an actress, to be a social media personality. She's a very, very high-end individual in South Africa. Her name is Bonang Mateba. By now you probably know Queen B, as we call her in the music industry or in the entertainment industry in South Africa. It's a very, very well-respected individual in South Africa. She has transitioned from being, like I said, an actress, a presenter on TV, to being one of the biggest business women we have in South Africa or even in Africa. She's been doing really, really great things from since she was young up until now, and she keeps on doing all of those things, and inspiring young girls, a lot of girls who are doing this as presenters, who are doing this as social media personalities, or even as actresses. Some of them had to learn from, a lady like Bonang Mateba, as a queen, well deservedly so. On the Village Show, and me and the Villages, we would like to take our hat off to Bonang Mateba, for opening the door, to owning champagnes, to owning wines, to being such a force to be reckoned with when it comes to the business world, and still be able to be a force to be reckoned with when it comes to the entertainment industry, and watching a journey, which is a very, very beautiful journey. This is somebody that if I had a daughter, or even now with my nieces, is somebody that I actually, always tell them about, so that they can actually be studying her, study a case study, and know that it's possible for young girls, black girls, to actually achieve and be able to make it, in this climate and the world that we're living in. So to Bonang Mateba, Queen B, we take off our hat. We really respect you, and we respect everything that you have done, and keep on doing what you're doing and inspiring all of these young girls. Cool. On our trailer watch today, we have a movie. This is kind of like an old movie, but I felt like I should have, I should bring it back. The movie is called Hard to Get on Showmax. It's a movie about, the lifestyle of South African, the underground lifestyle, the Gusheshe lifestyle, going and actually doing robberies and all of that. Without me talking a lot, let me just play the trailer for you.
ndawo ngijabulisa chaza yini
Uhlafuna mina ite uthwele njalo kaThabo.
ngisa kuphela
lesifebe lesengikhuluma ngaso angisizohlala umangothobano find or umrabaraba.
Very, very short trailer there, straight to the point. Movie is called Hard to Get. I have watched the movie. It's a very, very brilliant, fast-paced action movie. You know what I mean? Very, very nice dance scenes, action scenes in the movie. If you haven't, please make sure that you go and watch the movie Hard to Get on Showmax. And for me today, a very, very short village show today. Thank you again for watching. Thank you for staying with me. Thank you for subscribing. Thank you for engaging on all of the social media platforms. Again, to all of the people and all the villages, you know, wishing you a very, very blessed festive season. Please make sure that you enjoy yourself responsibly. Make sure that you enjoy yourself. That's the first biggest thing, you know what I mean? If this is your time to rest, make sure that you get your rest, re-energize for 2023. Again, from me and the village show, Chappy the Sound Sangoma, I really appreciate you guys being here and much love from me. See you next time. Peace. It takes a village to raise a child. Nwana sari rufera ngozwini.